Welcome back to another episode of Level Up Video Games, where we gain experience points by buying, selling, trading, repairing retro video games and consoles. Today's episode, we got more stuff to fix, an Xbox we grabbed last night. This Xbox bundle right here was at the thrift store. One of my regulars hit me up and told me. So we have an original Xbox. Haven't tested it. Besides, I did turn on the power and the tray opens up. The stack of Xbox 360 games. We have some decent titles in here. We got King of Fighters, WrestleMania 21, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Street 3, Sonic the Hedgehog, Fable, Prince of Persia. So decent stock of Xbox games. Travis just came by and dropped off a metric fuck ton of stuff. We got 1, 2, 3 fats. You know how much I love the fat PlayStation 2s. PS3, he dropped off these 2 PlayStation 2s and this PlayStation 1 ONE. So we're just going to test those out. If they don't work, they're going on the shelf. And these ones I'm going to try to get done. This one's AV needs to be soldered. So I'm going to start knocking this stuff out and getting them on the floor. Got that Xbox playing, and it looks like it's working perfectly fine. We're testing out King of Fighters, Maximum Impact. I don't have AV for the Xbox, for the extra one, but that's fine. I have a power cord, a controller, so I'll have to get AV cables for it. I'm going to clean it up really quick, put it on the shelf, get ready to start working on these guys. So we've been working on PS2 controllers really quick. We got 2 that we're just going to replace the sticks on, which is this one right here, which is working perfectly fine, just needs new sticks. Tried to get this one to work. It's not quite working exactly how I want, so we'll essentially put it back in the parts once we put it back together. We did get the PlayStation 1 ONE, PlayStation 2 Slim, one of those working. This one's for parts. This is like a rusty, crusty one. And this one needs a new laser. So that's going to be easy. We'll get those to Travis probably tomorrow. Hopefully with at least one controller. But we did get a package. And I want to get to this package while I'm waiting for those parts to dry. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. I realize I don't have my sign up. So I got to put my sign up. Paper, paper, paper. Oh, I know what this is. All right. Let me open this up and show you what it is. So first things first, power, HDMI. The docking station, that's right. They pack really well, so I'm excited for that. That means nothing is broken, because they pack this thing extremely well. Bubble wrap paper, I like it. Probably one of the better packing jobs I've seen. Again, more bubble wrap. Very well done. Put some effort into it. Make sure that it came to me in a decent manner. That's right, our Nintendo Switch that is having port issues. I do not see any issues, but I'm going to clean it up. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and hook it up in a second and get it tested out and see what's going on with it. So we've been testing this Switch and everything's kind of working. They said they couldn't charge it with the USB, but I just flipped it over and it was working perfectly fine on both sides. In the dock, it's clearly working. It's charging right now. It's updating with the game. This thing seems to be working perfectly fine. The only thing I haven't tested yet is whether or not this thing's been banned or not. I would have to log into my Nintendo account to find out. Game is loaded perfectly fine. We'll have to try the network now. We are officially on the eShop, which means this Switch is working perfectly fine. I'm going to put it in dock mode, make sure that the wireless controllers are still working. But at this point, we got a perfectly working Switch. Check the listing one more time just so I could read exactly what they said was wrong with it. But so far, I have no issues. So this is exactly what this console said was wrong. Nintendo Switch comes with neon blue and red Joy-Cons for parts repair. The Switch works and plays, but it has a charging issue at times. Sometimes it charges on the base with no problem, other times it won't. The controllers are glitchy and don't work some of the time. For the charging issue, the Joy-Con control issues, I'm not selling for parts. So in general, they said on the Switch dock, it says it wasn't working or was. I have not been able to get it not to work. So let's go back and just see what we can do. I try to put the station in and out, make sure it's charging and that it comes up, but on. There it comes. It's still charging. Off. On. Off. Uncharge. Put it back on. Green little indication right up here says it's charging. You know, I don't know. I did clean the base off a little bit and with some isopropyl alcohol just because of the listing, but in general, I have no issues. So let's go ahead and play some Switch.
Ghost! Slap him out of the way if he gets too close.
Slap a ghost.
Who you gonna call?
Slap a ghost.
Take that, mailbox. Ship and handle this. Time to move on. Okay. Leave the letterbox alone.
Switch works perfectly fine. I have no issues or problems with it at this point. We're going to go ahead and process it and then put it probably in here just to fill this out a little bit. That was a great purchase. We paid about $170. Actually less. I think we paid about $160 for that, which is generally what I'd pay for a complete Switch anyways. So we're going to go ahead and process that into the system, get that ready to go. Should I be nervous, guys? Huh. You go. You didn't do anything. You just parked in front of my house. We do got that Switch down there right now. Looking at $250. So I filled it out a little bit more. So my new label printer came in. It's a little rough, but in general, if you guys can see that, it's printing. It's working. This thing's a lot bigger. This is the GX430T instead of the standard. And then like this button's pretty jacked up. I don't really care what it looks like as long as it works, and it does work. So let's go ahead and print it again. Oh, yes. Now, right now I have it jerry-rigged where the bottom of this one's connected to the main printer right now until I get a power switch. Also, I can't remember if I grabbed a USB for it or not. But we're going to go ahead, put the small one back. That's going to be our small labels. I might actually just move it over here and put the big one over here for big labels. But as soon as we get the power supply to it and we get a new cable for it, we are ready to go with this thing, and it's working perfectly fine at this point. So let's do a larger label as well and make sure that's working. I adjusted the settings a little bit. Let's go ahead and print it out and see if it works. Oh. Why is it printing 3? Well, one of them worked, so that's a plus. That thing is working perfectly fine. I'm happy about that. We'll clean it all up. I can't do much about this. This is the feed button right here. It's jacked, but I'm okay with it. As long as it prints the labels, I'm good. Let's go ahead and put it where I want them, and then the little labels, we're going to put it right over here. We've gone ahead and cleaned it up quite a bit, and there it goes. So we do have the power coming, and I can't remember if I bought a cable for it or not. I would have to look. But essentially, we cleaned it all up. Better than it was with all that sticker residue. Now I can't do much about this. This is holding the button that's underneath it. I'm fine with that because essentially I just needed something cheap that works, and this does work. Closing time. we are officially done with today. Had a great day. We got at least 2 consoles fixed and prepared for Travis. We've tested out and tried to fix some PlayStation 2 controllers. Didn't work out very well. Had some issues and didn't want to deal with them anymore. We did get 2 things in the mail. That Nintendo Switch, which is a steal. Fantastic. Glad that thing is working perfectly fine with no issues. And then we also got our printer, which is working as well. So today is a good day. Today, some new Wii games out. Smooth Move, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Michael Jackson. We also put Pac-Man Party and Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. So we got those out today. Through some of the Wii stuff since that's what I was processing. And then we'll just keep plugging at it. Some of you might say, hey, this process takes too long. It takes forever. Well, once you're adding inventory in, but once you get it in the system, you just literally scan it, put it on the inventory, and it's out in the floor again. It doesn't take that long. The thing it takes forever is just putting it in inventory in the first time. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button down below. And let me know in the comments, do you think that Switch was a good buy or not? Until next time, don't forget to level up.